Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to Friday Night Live. I am your host, Kat Carter, and I am so excited that you have joined me today because guess who is in the house? Oh my gosh! My homeboy Ron Rembert is in the house. You are in store for a great treat. First of all, let's do some house cleaning. My media director, Cheryl, is on her bed of affliction. So I need you all to pray for her that she is feeling better soon. In the meantime, guess who gets to push all these buttons? So if I make a mistake, don't judge me. Don't judge me. I'm doing the very best that I can. All right. So Friday Night Live is a positive platform. And basically what we come to do is inform, innovate, and inspire. All right. So I do have an encouragement corner for you today. And my encouragement corner reads, I never want to overlook a solution because, oh, wait a minute, my music's too loud. My music might be too loud. Let me see. Hold on. Oh, shit. Wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on a second, y'all. What did I do?
Awesome. Thank you, Kat. Appreciate the warm welcome and thanks for having me on. Looking forward to sharing with everybody this evening. How's everybody doing? Thank you guys for tuning in. And hopefully, this will be something to encourage, uplift, entertain, but also inform you. So, going to be sharing a few songs this evening. Also, talking about a few topics, including I have a new shoe, got a shoe line that I'm promoting, as well as a new single called Circles that I'll be performing later on during the broadcast. Also, I want to talk about some things that are near and dear to my heart. I'm also part of an organization called Champs Alumni Development. and we'll be talking about that later during the broadcast as well, and talking about a protest that's being planned for Monday at Rosalind Franklin University on behalf of 6 students that we're advocating for acceptance into their medical school. So we'll be talking about that in a bit as well. Awesome. So looking forward to sharing with you guys. Want you to sit back, relax, and just enjoy yourselves. So awesome.
All right, Dr. Rembert. So, what is your first selection tonight?
I love Maxwell, love R&B. So I'm gonna do a little bit of Maxwell. Hopefully I can do him some justice.
Okay, so we're ready for you, ladies and gentlemen. Dr. Ronald Rembert Jr.
It happened one morning when you were with me. You were a dream that you should not have been sent fantasy real. You gave me this beating, baby, this rhythm inside. Yeah. You made me feel nice and feel good and feel loved. Gave me paradise. Yeah. Should I realize? Should I realize? Yeah. That you're the highest of the high. I see it, so don't ever wonder. Don't ever wonder. Should I realize that you're the highest of the highest? So don't ever wonder. So tell me how long's gonna take until you see, baby? 'Cause I can't live my life without you here by my side. Yeah, yeah. Say that you gave me the spirit, baby. Just make me feel something good, baby. There's feeling in my life. So, yes, should I realize that you're the highest of the highest? I'll see it. Don't ever wonder. Don't ever wonder. That reason highest. That you're the highest of the highest. I'll say it, so don't ever wonder. Don't ever wonder.
Oh, that was beautiful, Ronald.
Thank you.
Yes, yes. I really enjoyed that selection. I know that song. So let's talk about some of your music. Talk about your music journey a little bit.
Okay.
So, who or what inspired you to start playing the saxophone?
I started off actually in grammar school. I went to this grammar school that was a school for the arts, and I had a music teacher named Miss Wallace. She started me off on the clarinet, and I was horrible. I mean, just she couldn't get it out of my hands quick enough, and she switched me to the saxophone, and we were both pleased after that. So, been playing saxophone ever since. Started out in fifth grade.
What other instruments do you play?
Play piano, keyboard, play some drums and percussion as well.
Wow, I did not know you knew how to play the piano. Oh my gosh. I learned something new. Okay. So, how would you describe the music that you typically create?
Definitely inspirational. But
How do you feel the internet has impacted the music business?
well, I think it's impacted it in a great number of ways. First of all, it's made the world much smaller so that people all over the world can hear artists. And I mean, people all over the world have heard artists for decades, but the internet has made it that much smaller. It also has given access to a lot of musicians that didn't necessarily have access to a major record label. People
Okay.
can now record at home and put it out, on YouTube or some other platform and get following from social media and really build up a following that way, as opposed to, having to tour and do a lot of shows and really build up a following that way where you're trying to get major label attention. And
Mm-hmm.
also nowadays, you don't necessarily even need to have a major record label behind you.
Mm-hmm. I think it's
So,
going to be real interesting with this COVID-19 to see what's going to happen as far as seeing a lot more shows and events on the internet. It's just going
yeah,
to be interesting to see what happens. Okay.
definitely.
So, what is your favorite song that you perform?
Uh, Love Ascension, that song I just did. There's a song from John Coltrane called Naima that I also love to perform. Like doing a lot of my own music. Um, and you'll hear some of that a little bit later in the
Okay.
broadcast.
Okay.
But love doing, some classic like jazz standards as well as a lot of the classic R&B.
Okay. I
Yeah.
want to ask you this question, but I probably know the answer. Which famous musician do you most admire and why?
John Coltrane for one, and
Hmm.
then Prince also.
Yeah.
So John Coltrane really just delved into the saxophone. I was listening to like Circle of Fourths, where he just, I mean, takes his music theory and then just expounds on it. And he was just a genius at just, understanding not only the complexities of different chord structures and rhythms, but I mean, just being able to just riff all over the place and just had true command of the instrument. And then Prince was just somebody who was just phenomenal. He played almost, I mean, what, 20, 30 instruments, if I'm
Yeah,
not mistaken.
definitely. Yeah. And well.
Yes.
Mhm.
And he used to say he would write a song a day. So he would sit down and I mean, just he was just like a fountain of ideals and
Mhm.
wasn't limited by style. He could play anything, rock, jazz, classical. I mean, you name it. And I mean, it's just, and he played it all well.
Yeah.
So I had a chance to see him live in concert in Rosemont before he passed away. And he did, what was it, a 2.5 hour concert where his band was the only band playing. And in the middle of the concert, he gave his band a break and did an acoustic set.
Oh
He
wow.
let them all go backstage, and then he did a full acoustic set, and then had the band come back and did the second half of the show. And I'm sitting there just like, wow, okay. He was just phenomenal, just a
Phenomenal.
true entertainer.
Mhm. Okay. If you had one message to give your fans, what would that be?
Um, be hopeful, but also do what you do because you love it, and do it to touch somebody else's life, not just your own. Hopefully, the music that I do inspires and encourages people,
Mhm.
but I also want to tell people that there's hope. There's hope in God, but also there's hope in each other. And sometimes I think we lose focus on that, especially now in the midst of this pandemic where people have
Yeah.
been so separated and
Amen.
apart from each other, where, it's you can't even really touch people,
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
That's good. Okay. So, do you have any new projects coming up or any events that you can tell us about?
um, well, I'm working on a third CD. As you mentioned, I've already put out two full-length
Hmm.
CDs, one and higher. So I've got a single called Circles that I'm going to perform later in the broadcast.
Okay.
But I've just been writing for a while. It's like the last CD came out years ago. And since that time, I've been pretty busy, as a physician advisor, and working with various organizations.
Hmm.
So, I've been trying to focus more, especially in the midst of all of this, on recording more and just getting some of these ideals recorded and get it out.
Okay. Um, I want to have you do shout outs, but I think I'm going to let you do shout outs at the end and give shout outs to
Okay,
everybody. How's that?
that'll work.
Okay, so it's time for another performance. You ready? You need to break a little bit. You all right?
I'm good. I'm
So what
good.
you gonna do for us next?
This is a song off of that higher CD called Beautiful.
All right.
So this is an instrumental, and I want you guys to sit back and enjoy.
Okay. So what was the name of that song again, Dr. Rembert?
It's called Beautiful, and it's on my second CD called Higher.
Okay. So I have a giveaway. I have your CD entitled One, Ron Rembert 1. Let me see if I have a higher. Yep, I got one. So we're gonna give one away today.
Awesome.
How about that?
Awesome.
What you think about that? So Labor Day is Monday. You got any special plans? You're gonna be barbecuing anything for the weekend? Or?
I'm actually working this weekend.
Oh no.
Well, yeah, got to work, but it is what it is. On Monday, though, there is a protest that's being planned by Champs Alumni Development. So
Okay.
we can talk a little bit about that as well.
Okay. So let's do a Labor Day game, and then we'll talk about champs. How's about that? I'll give you a
Awesome.
chance to rest a minute. Okay.
Okay.
So, all right. So this is the deal, viewers. I need you to try to scramble this. This word has to do with Labor Day. Try to unscramble that. Put it in the comments, and then I'm going to pick someone from the comments if you get it right. So what is that word? You have to unscramble it and figure it out. All right. Okay. All right. You see it? All right. I may bring it back up a little bit later. Ron, I also have a little video about Labor Day that I want to show. It's only about like 2 minutes long to give you a chance to kind of breathe a second. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna put that up, and then we'll be right back. Okay.
Awesome.
Okay. Let's see. Let me see if I put it up there. Okay.
In the early 1880s, labor conditions were pretty hard. A lot of new immigrants were coming to America. They were reasonably unskilled, but often quite cheap labor, and they were exploited for such. So that the typical workday could be 12 hours. They often worked 6 days a week, sometimes 7 days a week. Child labor was not allowed, but it wasn't regulated, and so kids as young as 6, 7, 8, 10 worked in mills, and the conditions were not terribly safe. There were terrible accidents that occurred. The first Labor Day was September 1882. The founder probably was Matthew McGuire. He helped organize a major march and demonstration to affirm labor's rights. And 10,000 people marched. That was a Tuesday. It was the first Tuesday in September. What triggered a national Labor Day in 1894 was a rather dramatic strike that took place. The Pullman workers in Chicago went out on strike. The federal government
they do well in this program, they typically can get into
Yeah.
medical school. And I actually came through this program and did well in medical school, graduated with honors, and became a physician.
Mm-hmm.
But currently, myself and others, including Dr. John Bradley, who is the president emeritus of CHAMPS Alumni Development, which is basically the descendant of CHAMPS, along with myself as president. There's Dr. Elliot Forte, Dr. Julia Harris, Dr. Monique Alfred Jones, Dr. Kimberly Battle, Dr. Chantel Shackelford, um, and others who are working with us to advocate for students in this program and in other programs around the United States so that they have an opportunity to fulfill their dreams. But also, these students of color tend to be physicians of color who will go back to their communities and make a difference. As a matter of fact, my current physician, his name is Dr. Carl Lambert. He's attending at Rush Medical Center in Chicago. He was one of my mentees, and it's funny how God works stuff out. I don't believe in coincidences or accidents.
Mm-hmm.
He at one point was a student at Rush, and I came through Rush for residency and would go back and also give lectures there. And he was one of the few Black students in his class and matriculated successfully through medical school, residency, and then ended up working at the practice that I came out of, and then ended up going back to Rush as an attending physician, as a professor.
Mm-hmm.
And he's doing some phenomenal things there. I'm very proud of him. But he's one of the people that I had an opportunity to mentor. And just I look at CHAMPS as a program that continues to help and mentor. And as CHAMPS Alumni Development, we're continuing that, working towards that goal of educating students of color to become physicians, nurses, researchers of color, but also to have a heart for their communities and to have a heart for change.
So tell us about the parade that you gave us a little brief description of what's going on. Is it this Monday or there's?
Yeah, it's a protest that's being planned at Rosalind Franklin University for 6 p.m. Same place where you saw that picture taken, where we're protesting the 6 students who should have gotten into Rosalind Franklin University, into the Chicago Medical School. Yes, admit the 6. So that's our Facebook page, our Instagram and Twitter page, and it's hashtag Aspiring Black Doctors Matter, as well as hashtag Admit the 6. But we're advocating on behalf of these students. These are some phenomenal students. One of them, he's a West Point graduate. We have a student, she's a dreamer, a DACA student. We've got students who are active in the community, active with a mentoring program that I'm a part of called the I Am Able Foundation, founded by Dr. Sweetie Conway. They've been mentoring others even in the midst of all of this and being leaders, respective leaders in their communities. So they've demonstrated, not only aptitude in doing well in medical school classes, but leadership in reaching out to those in the community. So we're definitely advocating for them and standing with them. So I'm sorry, were you getting ready to ask?
I was going to say, this is how we can get, if anybody's interested and wants to contact, this is where they could find contact CHAMPS. Is this it right here? Or
yes, either through the Facebook page, or they can reach out to me directly as well.
Okay. All right. And I have at the anointedsex.com, that email, is that how they can get a hold of you?
Or they can email me at Ronald Rembert Jr. at gmail.com as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So that sounds like a very, very good organization. I wanted to be a medical doctor. I don't know if that's going to actually happen. The age has kind of crept on me a little bit, but I am in the medical as a professor. So it's very dear to my heart, and especially for our people, because you have some very smart students that come through that have great potential but don't have the opportunity or don't get the opportunity. So I think this is a great organization, and I think it's going to be really, really awesome. The parade, you say it's going to be at
It is a protest. Yeah, it's a
as a
protest
protest.
at
Okay.
Rosalind Franklin University. That's 3333 Green Bay Road in North Chicago, Illinois. That's 3333 Green Bay Road in North Chicago, Illinois. And that'll be Monday, Labor Day at 6 p.m. I won't physically be there, but I'll be there in spirit. But it'll be led by Dr. Dennis Garrett, and with participation from others in the community as well, including some of the community leaders.
Okay. Okay. So, Dr. Rembert, it's time for another selection. Are you ready, or you
Yes,
want me to play
indeed.
that?
And
So, what you gonna do next?
I was actually going to introduce you guys to my beautiful wife, Gaynell.
Please do.
Yeah, come on over, Gaynell. She's sitting over here. I got set up in the
Hello,
office.
everyone.
Say hey.
How are you?
Hey, Bill.
Sitting in the background.
The Team Rembert.
Yes,
Yes, it
indeed.
is. Awesome. It's good to see
Okay.
you, Gaynell.
Thanks.
Awesome.
Okay. Did you want to say any final comments? Success for
Thank
your
you.
future in that organization. Okay, so what are you going to do next?
This is a single called Circles. I've got it on my website, and probably going to include this on that third CD. So just sit back and enjoy.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Ronald Rembert Jr.
And we go in circles, trying to figure out where I am today. The sky was so purple, and the wind was blowing every single way. Looked like a storm for me. As I looked up into the sky, soon it will be stormy. Each cloud trying to cry. I'm looking for shelter. I need shelter from the rain. Life so helter-skelter. Life had me filled with so much pain. Sick of the circles, tired going round and round, moving just like a turtle. Now it's time for me to get up off the ground, still staying around like a top moving on the floor. I keep hitting the ground while I'm looking for an open door. Will somebody help me? Or will you just watch me and stare? Can somebody tell me which way to be free and how to get there? Tired of the cycles of the circles. It's time to be free. Lord, open the circles, yeah. It's time for me to have peace. Now I'm free from the circles, free from the circles. No more going round and round. Overcame all the hurdles, overcame all the hurdles. Now it's time for me to wear my crown. Now I'm free from the circles, free from the circles. No more going round and round. Overcame all the hurdles, overcame all the hurdles. Now it's time for me to wear my crown, 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 crown. Time for me to wear my crown, 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 yeah. Thank you.
Oops. All right. Dr. Rembert, I forgot to ask you if people wanted to donate to Champs, where could they do that? Do you all accept donations?
Champs Alumni Development does, and as a matter of fact, we'll include a link on the Facebook page, on the Twitter page, and the Instagram page. So if people are interested in donating to the organization, they can.
Okay. I need to do one more Labor Day, and I'm going to be giving away this CD entitled entitled One, Dr. Ron Rembert Jr. Okay, here is the other scrambled. All right, you see it?
more flashy, and they do catch people's attention when you got them on. You walking by, and those stars start reflecting. People
Yeah,
sitting there like, oh, okay, those are different. Those are nice. Okay.
men
So
and women can wear those.
yes,
Not
indeed.
I buy some of my gym shoes are men's gym shoes, but those stars are like really really catchy. I really like those.
Awesome.
So
Awesome.
tell us about the process. How long did it take you to design your shoe? Did it take a long time or?
It did. When I started designing the anointed ones, it probably took me at least a couple months to come up with the design. And then after that, send it to the company for it to be finalized and then created in their factories overseas. So the one Lux, the high top took even longer because I had been thinking about it and thinking about it, like what other shoe would I like to do? And I was like, I wanted to always do a high top, but have it, look unique and be individual.
Mhm.
So I sat there and kind of designed it and then went back to the drawing board and designed it, went back to the drawing board, designed it. And then I was like, let me just try something a little different. And once I saw those stars, start putting those stars, it just kind of caught my eye. I was like, this is it. I like this. And
Mhm.
it's eye catching, but it's unique. It's like, people see it and they're just like, wow, because
Yeah.
I haven't seen any shoes that look like that.
One thing I like about the anointing ones, you can wear those with just about anything too.
Yes.
And I mean, they look really, really good and classy.
Yes,
So
indeed.
I think that's really, really awesome. If anybody wants to find out how to purchase your shoes, they can go to the anointedsex.com, right?
Yes, they
Okay.
can purchase it from anointedsex.com, and from there, it'll open up my page on the Alive shoes where they can um, choose the size, and they're unisex. They have men and women's sizes, and basically the price is $179 for the anointed ones and $244 for the one Lux, and that
Mhm.
includes shipping from Italy.
Okay.
Mhm.
I get it. Okay. So, Dr. Rembert, we're coming to the close almost. And so I'm going to give you a chance to give some shout outs to special people that have been with you through your musical journey, your medical journey, your shoe journey, your champs journey. Just go ahead and give your shout outs. They're probably on here watching, hopefully.
Well, first, I'd like to give honor to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ and thank Him for this opportunity just to be here. A lot of times I didn't even think I'd get to this point growing up where I grew up and seeing some of the things that happen to people around me. I want to give a shout out to my wife and family for supporting me throughout the years, ups and downs, thick and thin. To my mother, Anna Rembert, love her, and she's been a blessing. My sisters, Kathy, Dawn, my brother Charles, to my family and relatives, love you guys. Um, Busy all the time, so don't always get a chance to spend time with, family
Mhm.
and friends and stuff. Want to give a shout out again to Dr. John Bradley for his tireless and effortless work that he's put in over the years, as well as to the family of Dr. Reginald Jones. Thank you, Mrs. Jones, for loaning him to us for all of these years that he was with us before he passed away,
Mhm.
and for just being a blessing. Want to thank Dr. Dennis Garrett, Dr. Elliot Forte, Dr. Julia Harris, Dr. Monique Alfred Jones, Dr. Kimberly Battle, Dr. Chantel Shackelford, and others that I'm working with, not only on this Champs Alumni Development, but on making a difference in this world. I'd like to give a shout out to the National Medical Association, which is the African American Medical Association here in the United States. It was founded over 100 years ago when African Americans weren't allowed to join the American Medical Association. And from that, we have a local body called the Cook County Physicians Association that I'm also a part of. So I want to give a shout out to the National Medical Association and the Cook County Physicians Association, as well as to two members in our chapter who are former presidents, Dr. Neva Lubin Johnson and Dr. Javette Orgain. I want to thank them for their leadership and just, encourage people to keep making a difference, keep being a difference, and just sky's the limit. And also encourage everybody to go vote.
Yes.
Now more than ever, this is a crucial election. I mean, it's like the future of our country hangs in the balance in this election. So I want to encourage everybody, if you got to vote by mail, definitely vote by mail, but send it early. or even have somebody drop it off at the Board of Elections if there's a concern, because there is a concern about, the mail being delivered. Or if you're willing to stand in line and go vote, just let's get it done. Let's be safe in the midst of all of this. Still have to practice social distancing, still wear our masks, still wash our hands, still do all those things to keep ourselves, our families, friends, and loved ones, and those around us safe.
Yes.
But want to encourage everybody to get out there and vote, please.
Thank you so much, Dr. Ron Rembert. You said a mouthful right there. And I really want to thank you for spending time on Friday Night Live, encouraging us, sharing your music, telling us about Champs, telling us about your beautiful shoe line, and blessings to you and your future endeavors. And I'll be calling you again to do this when the third CD hits. I'm ready. So you got to come back and spotlight it on Friday Night Live. It's really good seeing you again. Gay Dale. And okay. And you all be blessed. And I'll talk to you soon. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Kat, for having us. We appreciate you. Keep doing what you do.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Dr. Rembert. Take care.
You too. Bye-bye.
Okay. Bye-bye. All right. Did you all enjoy that? That was Dr. Ronald Rembert. Yes, that was awesome. Let me see if I can get my music going. I like to have music in the background. Let me see what I can do. And those of you that came on late, my music director is on her bed of affliction. And so she's not in here. And so I'm just making all kinds of mistakes, but that's okay. We're still having a good time, right? I hope so. Let's see. Is that all right? That's better? I'm getting it? Okay. All right. So let's go to the comments. First of all, let me show you these answers. So this was the first one. Okay, were you all able to figure that one out? That was holiday. And then here's the second one. Anybody get it right? The answer was parade. All right, so what I'm going to have to do, I got to go into my comments. Let me see. Oh, my mother's on here, Dr. Rembert, and she says she needed a size 7, 7.5. Dr. Rembert, you have to go look at all these comments. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me see if anybody has the first one, holiday. Let me see. I see Dr. Cedric Rice in the house. Dr. Cedric Rice, that's my former genetics teacher. Bless you, Dr. Rice. I see Karen got holiday. T got holiday. Auntie Ada got holiday. Deb got holiday. Auntie Sally. Tina. My mother said holy day. No. Oh, holiday. Okay. Virginia Mobley, holiday. Somebody put ribs on there. That, you know what? Y'all be playing. Who put barbecue ribs? Greens and hot water cornbread. How did y'all come up with that? Okay, so let me do my little tally and see who's got it. Let's see. In the background, you're listening to Kevin Moore, Look and Live. You guys check him out on Wednesdays, Worship Wednesdays. He does it on YouTube. All right, let's see. Let's see. Let's look at. What are y'all talking about on here? Dr. Rembert, you should see all this. Somebody put smoothie salad and peach cobbler. What in the world? Okay. It looks like the winner is going to be Tina Wilson for holiday. All right. The second one was parade. Let's see. Okay, we got them. Donaldson said parade. Tina said parade. Portland said parade. Karen. Hey, Karen. My birthday. Pastor Neil. Hey, True Christian Fellowship. T said parade. Mom said parade. Mother to Balls. Hey, Mother. Let's see. Okay. Let us see. Oh my goodness. It looks like it's Karen Edmonds. All right, so Tina, you got this one coming? Karen, you got this one coming? Oh, wait. So what I need you to do is go into my inbox, and I need your mailing address so I can get these out to you guys, all right? What I'm going to do, let's do our accolades right quick. And then what I want to do is I'm going to end the show with one of Dr. Ron Rembert's videos. How about that? Okay, so we definitely want to thank Dr. Rembert for hanging out with us today. Yes! Yes. Next week in the house, we got Brian Pugh. Oh my goodness, he's going to be here. Yes, I cannot wait. And also we have business owner of Love Stitches, Andrea Tarpley, is going to be in the house. You guys got to make sure that you're here for that. Don't forget about our website. You can actually go on our website and watch the show online as well. Check out our website. You'll find all the old shows. You'll find out who's coming up. You find out a little bit about Friday Night Live. Go check it out. Congratulations to all of our winners. Congratulations. And so we're going to do Kat Cheryl's shout outs. She's not here. So let's see what we got. Let's see. You guys send a well wishes to my daughter. She's laying in the bed looking at this probably. Let's see. Who did I say hi to? Hi, Cece. I said hi to Deb Pitts, Auntie Ada. I said hi to her. And I want to say hi to all the people listening on YouTube. God bless you. Thanks for tuning in. I hope that you enjoyed the show. Let's see. Let's see. I think I got everybody pretty much. Did I see everybody's name? Oh, Alicia DeBose is in the house. Saxophonist. Hey. Let's see. Who else we got? Yeah, I think I got everybody. So you guys give me a second. I am going to try to put up Dr. Rembert's CD entitled Strength. And hold on. I'm trying to get it. I'm just trying my best. Hold on. Okay, let's see. Let's see if I can get on here. All right, you guys. Wait a minute. Let me turn off Kevin. Hold on. Oh my goodness, I'm just so rusty. Okay, let's listen. This is Dr. Ron Rembert's song entitled Strength. You guys have a safe holiday weekend, and I will see you next week, same time, same platform. Be blessed, and I hope you all enjoy this.
Help me to see what I could not see. Help me to be what I could not be. Helps me to stand in the eye of the storm. Kept me safe in your arms. You are the strength that I need. You are the air that I breathe. I am the ground, you are the sea. Thank you, Lord, for setting me free. The joy of the Lord is my strength. His peace too deep to comprehend. The Lord is mighty and He is strong. My life only He can mend. The joy of the Lord is my strength. His peace too deep to comprehend. The Lord is mighty and He is strong. My life only He can mend. Help me to laugh in the midst of the pain. Help me to shine through the rain. Help me to help someone else. helps me to look beyond myself. Embrace me when I try to run. Held me in the peace of his everlasting arms. Told me that I was not the only one going through this trial. The joy of the Lord is my strength. His peace too deep to comprehend. The Lord is mighty and He is strong. My life only He can mend. The joy of the Lord is my strength. His peace too deep to comprehend. The Lord is mighty and He is strong. My life only He can mend. You give me peace. You give me joy. You give me strength. I thank you, Lord. You give me peace. You give me joy. You give me strength. I thank you, Lord. You give me peace. You give me joy. You give me strength. I thank you, Lord. You give me peace. You give me joy. You give me strength. I thank you, Lord. Help me to see what I could not see. Help me to be what I could not be. Helps me to stand in the eye of the storm. Kept me safe in your arms. You are the strength that I need. You are the air that I breathe. I am the ground, you are the sea. I thank you, Lord, for setting me free.